Good afternoon, and thanks for having us in on this Independence Day. We're hoping to learn more about a crash this morning near Roosevelt High School. Our KELOLAND news crew was able to capture this video of the scene. South Dakota Highway Patrol, Sioux Falls Police, and Sioux Falls Fire Rescue responded. A sergeant with the South Dakota Highway Patrol tells us more information will be released later today. Stay with KELOLAND News on air and online for updates as they become available. A missing teenager in Cottington County has been found safe, but his mom is now accused of misleading investigators. The sheriff's office says 40-year-old Christine Richardson was arrested for false reporting, obstructing law enforcement, and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Authorities were called to a home in Wallace just after 11 p.m. June 29th. The teenage boy ran from the home when law enforcement arrived. Authorities say he was missing for 4 days while his mother gave investigators false information. Law enforcement learned that he was hiding his location despite several searches of the home, farmland, and nearby areas. A man has died from injuries suffered in a crash last week north of Watertown. The South Dakota Department of Public Safety says a crop sprayer was making a left turn into a field approach when an SUV tried to pass and collided with the sprayer. The drivers were not hurt, but an 88-year-old male passenger in the SUV was taken to a local hospital. He died on Wednesday. South Dakota Highway Patrol is investigating the crash. A building is damaged following a fire in central Yankton. Officials say it happened around 1:30 yesterday afternoon. The Yankton Fire Department shared these photos of the fire to social media. Flames could be seen coming from the building. No injuries were reported. Meanwhile, authorities in northwestern Iowa are reminding people to properly dispose of used fireworks after a garbage fire in Lamar's. They say to put the used fireworks in a bucket of water first and not right into a trash can. Once they're in the trash can, move it away from any buildings. Turning now to a first look at your midday forecast with meteorologist Megan Chatta. Saw plenty of blue sky this morning in Sioux Falls, but that wasn't the case to our north.
That is right. We have that blue sky still here in Sioux Falls, but we are watching rain, even some thunderstorms popping up to our north and east. Right now, blue sky in Sioux Falls, 73 degrees, that west wind at 11 miles an hour. We do have some light rain coming down in Aberdeen. Right now it's 61 degrees, that north breeze at 7 miles an hour. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning to our east in Minnesota for Lyon and Murray counties. Could have some quarter-sized hail, some 50-mile-an-hour winds. Right now producing some lightning and some pockets of heavy rain. As we zoom out, the rain is taking up northeastern KELOLAND. Nothing else is severe, again producing some lightning, some pockets of heavy rainfall. And that is about it on the wider view of KELOLAND. Few little thunder showers are getting started in western South Dakota. None of those are severe right now. As we head through the rest of today, we could see more severe weather in Minnesota and Iowa. We do have a level 2 out of 5 risk there in yellow. Large hail, strong winds, and pockets of heavy rainfall going to be those main threats. Right now, though, on the cooler side, 73 in Yankton, 62 in Watertown, 64 Mobridge, 68 in Rapid City, and 61 degrees in Custer. We do have some stronger winds in central and western South Dakota right now at 15 to 25 miles an hour. We'll keep that around for today. That will slowly die down as we head overnight tonight. Temperatures are going to remain on the cooler side in the upper 60s to low 70s. On and off chances of rain, even some thunder showers as we head through the afternoon with that stronger wind in central and western South Dakota. Everything looks like it should die down as we head after sunset today. 59 are low Sioux Falls, 58 in Aberdeen, 60 in Pierre, and 54 in Rapid City. Tomorrow looks to be a little bit warmer, highs still slightly below normal in the mid to upper 70s with a couple more chances for rain and thunder showers. We'll take a look at that plus the rest of your weekend in just a little bit.
Thank you, Megan. The threat of rain isn't stopping people from buying fireworks. TJ Cameron owns 8 stores, including Brandon Pyro Fireworks. Sales were down over the first 6 days of the season, but Cameron says they made it all up yesterday and expects today to be another busy day.
Today is historically the #1 day in fireworks sales. This holiday is kind of like Halloween. It's also kind of like Christmas shopping or Valentine's shopping for some guys like me. It's very, very last minute.
Retail sales of fireworks wrap up tomorrow, but people can shoot them off through Sunday. A Brandon business owner tells us why he decided to pick up a few fireworks on Independence Day tonight on KELOLAND News. An athletic trainer and instructor at Dakota Wesleyan is sharing his knowledge of shoulder and elbow rehabilitation with students and colleagues. Matt Zenz was named the 2024 president of the American Society of Shoulder and Elbow Therapists. He's traveled to international conferences and has even met with Major League Baseball about potential future partnerships, all to help others and build up the next generation of athletic trainers.
It's a huge honor just to be a part of it, and then to be elected president is kind of unbelievable for a guy from South Dakota. We have meetings each year across the country.
The society includes specialists from 5 different countries. In tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, Carly Phillips tells us how Zen's students are being impacted by his journey. President Joe Biden and the First Lady will host a 4th of July celebration at the White House tonight for military and veteran families, amid growing concerns over his political future following his poor performance at last week's debate. Erica Brown reports from Washington.
Netflix co-founder Reed Hastings, a powerful Democratic mega donor, is the latest voice to call on President Biden to withdraw from the race following last week's debate. It's a sentiment echoed by another Democratic donor, Whitney Tilson of New York City.
Our only hope of defeating Donald Trump and avoiding a 4-year national nightmare is for Joe Biden to do the right thing, step aside.
It's not just donors. A second House Democrat, Arizona progressive Raul Grijalva, urged the president to withdraw, saying Wednesday what he needs to do is shoulder the responsibility for keeping that seat. And part of that responsibility is to get out of this race. In a radio interview, Biden acknowledged his poor debate performance.
I had a bad night. And the fact of the matter is that, I screwed up. I made a mistake.
But he is vowing to remain in the race. Last night, he met with more than 20 Democratic governors to shore up their support.
The president has always had our backs. We're going to have his back as well.
President Joe Biden is in it to win it. And all of us said we pledged our support to him because the stakes could not be higher.
Tomorrow, he will try to convince voters of his fitness for office and his ability to win re-election with 2 events, a rally in Wisconsin and a network television interview. Erica Brown, CBS News, Washington.
A new CBS News poll conducted after Thursday's debate shows former President Donald Trump with a slight edge nationwide among battleground state voters, although still within the margin of error. The previous poll had Biden leading slightly in those states.